what I'm going to do now, I need to call this equipment service. So if I go to data model, I have this equipments entity. And from the equipment entity, I'm going to return name, description, and manufacturing. So these three details I want to return. And how I'm going to return that with the help of procedure. Okay. So for this, I'm creating a procedure. So I define this out parameter now. Means when you are going to call this procedure, it's going to return some output, and that output we will get it in a equipment data. And this equipment data contains a table, means it's going to return multiple records with the three fields: name, description, and manufacturer. Okay, you can give any names here, guys. Any names you can use. Even this name also you can any use. Now, once this out parameter is defined, the next step is we need to define code. So you will be writing here equipment data, and then I will write here select. Okay, now I'm writing HANA native query. Select name. So this name field that you see, we have to go to Database Explorer, and I'll just select, I will click on equipments entity, and I will use the same names. Okay, this name in a capital, and I will rename it as on the top that we have defined, right? This name. So that we have to use. Okay. And now I'm going to define second field, that is description. So this is the description. And I'll just give as, and then I will write third field, that is manufacturing. Then this manufacturer. Okay. And then all these details I want to get from, okay. So I'll get it from the table. So we need to provide a table. So where is our table? So this is our table, correct? Copy that table from here, go back and paste it. So always remember, guys, this will not work locally. Locally means without HANA database, this will not work. Don't think that it will work in SQL, your SQLite. No, this we need to deploy it on a database, then it will work. So now this is the query that I have written. Now that's it. This is the code of procedure. A basic procedure I have created, because this is very important at the start. I don't want to make you confused in a lot of advanced part. Try to stick with the basics first. First, understand how the procedure is defined and how it is called and what code we write inside procedure. Okay, so this is the basic code of procedure, and we have defined this out parameter and everything. That's it. Now my procedure is ready. Now I need to call this procedure on when I'm going to call this function. Correct? We have defined this function, but this function is going to call this procedure. But how it calls? So inside this admin, first what I'm going to do, I'm going to define a procedure, call procedure query. That is, you can just write db query. And here the syntax is very important. The way I write the procedure code, that is very important. So we have to use a statement that is call, and then we have to, in this double quotes, we will pass the name of procedure. So this name we have to copy and we have to paste it like this in double quotes. Okay. And after that, I will use this the rounded brackets. And then inside this rounded brackets, the first parameter, that the parameter which is going to return some data. What is that? Equipment data, that you copy and you paste it here. And this we will get it as a data. So that's what I will define it here. That's it. So this is how we need to prepare the query. So now this is my entity. Now what I have to do, I have to execute this. So how I will execute it? So now to run this query, so currently we have used select dot star and all the syntax we have used, right? Now this time I'm going to use a syntax that is let data, and I'll write here await, and then I will write cds dot run. So this is the standard method, cds dot run, and inside cds dot run I will copy this db query and I'll run it. So if I have a data, then what I will do, I will return a result. And that result will be like this. I can, I will write your equipment data colon, and I'll write uh, data dot this equipment data from the top. Okay, this is what I have to write. And I will just write here return result. If it is failing, then just write request dot error, and you can write 404, and you can just return a message failed to call procedure. Got it? So I'm writing this code here. Sorry. I mean, anyways, we have this. If it not goes inside data, then it will go here. Fine. I'm writing it here. Okay. So this is the code to call a procedure inside handler file, and we have defined this function, and we have added a code in a procedure. Now what we need to do, before we test this, we need to deploy our project. So deploy means just we have to deploy our database, because you just made changes in the database. Anyways, this you can test it locally also, the JS code. Okay, so let me redeploy it. Just click here. That's it, deployed. Now once it is deployed, guys, I'll go to Database Explorer, and now you see we have a tab here for the procedure. Just click that and we will see one procedure here. Can you see this procedure? Get equipment data by procedure. So now how you can test it on a HANA Database Explorer? So you select this procedure, right click on it, and there is an option generate call statement. This option we have to choose, generate call statement. And now this is how you call a procedure in a Database Explorer. And now just click on execute. Now when you run, see is it returning a data? The fields that we have defined, guys, inside the procedure. Is this correct? Okay. Yeah. So it returns the data. It means the procedure that we have created, that is totally working and it's correct. Now we need to test it locally. So now to test it locally, what I will do. So my everything code is ready. Okay. So we have test.http file, if you remember, correct? Now within this test.http file, I will write here call procedure function. So I'll write here get, and I'll copy the URL. Now currently where our procedure function is defined, it is defined inside admin service. So I'll copy that. I'll paste it here and I'll change it to admin. Okay. And now below I will just write content type, because I have not added any restriction. So I'll just specify content type, and I will run my project first. That is the first important thing I have to do. I'll write here serious watch profile hybrid. Okay. Sorry. Have to do serious watch profile hybrid. Okay, so token is expired. Let me log in. sign in and apply. Now again, rerun it. Oh, same error. Fine, I will just copy the URL. This is the updated ID and I'll just paste it here. Okay. So now my project is running. So I will just click on send request. That's it. So guys, now you see, can you see the data here? I'm getting a data inside equipment data, and this equipment data contains the values, the table values. Is it clear to everyone how we have implemented procedure in a CAPM? So currently I can also write one more call here. I can write like this: out task underscore data. Okay. And I will write here task name. Okay. And what all tables we have for the task? Uh, description we have, right? So description and yeah. So I can just go to tables. So I have this description. This description, I'll just write here this much. And then I will write the status code of the task. Okay. And I'll just add varchar there. And I will add due date. So again, for due date, I will use this date. Okay, fine. Now two calls I have. And now what I have to do here, I will write here task data. Then from that, like uh, as sorry, just have to sorry, we have to write this status code. And we will write here due date. Yes, due date from the table task. Okay. And now, so the procedure code is ready. The procedure code. Okay, this is the code of procedure. And now I need to call this procedure. So I'll copy that. I'll go to admin service. I'll give a comma here. I'll pass here task data like this. And then I will write here comma data dot task data. That's it. So now I need to deploy it. First, I will deploy it, the changes. Okay. So I'll refresh. I'll just go here and I will generate a call statement. Yeah, now this is correct. Okay, now you see this is first result and this is second result. So how many results I got in one query, guys? How many results? So if I execute now, so how many records I will get now? See, this is our equipment data and this is our task data. So is it possible with other approach? If we are not writing a procedure, what I need to do if I have to get a data from the multiple tables? What UI needs to do? First of all, UI will do two calls, correct? It will do first call for getting equipment data. It will do second call for getting task data. But if I tell you that both the things I can give you, I can provide you in one single call, is it beneficial? Does it help to improve the performance? And second thing, this queries will directly work on a database. Directly it is getting executed on a database layer. Procedure code. Okay. So when you call this directly, this query is fired on a database and from there you will getting the data. So it is faster. Now it's clear.